I have a dilemma. I have a problem. I have something in my head, and I am having trouble getting it out. So before we start today's episode, I have a question for you. Yes, you. What held a message for reason? Sex-based? Dildo? What? What? I think Amazon is showing... I'm gonna just send this, I don't care. I think Amazon is showing ads to subs because they need more money. Oh, the Blue Origin dildo into space. Now I see. Now I see the context of the sentence. Okay. Alright. Term blocked. Dildo. I thought, what are you trying to type here? But now it makes a little bit more sense. In any case, yeah, I need a little bit of... I honestly need a little bit of help. I need a little bit of help. There is not a lot I can do on the current map anymore, just to kick in that door. I can build a lot more outposts, obviously. I can always build more outposts. That is not the problem. I can add more trains. I can do a lot of things to make sure everything runs as we know that it can and as it is supposed to. However, the FPS UPS has gotten to a point, we're below 10. Actually, we're at 7 or so. Where it's become a little bit of an annoyance to work with it, let alone watch it, I suppose. So what do I do here? Do I somehow wrap this up and start a new map? Of which I have a second question, but I'll get to that momentarily. Or are we just going to continue until we get it right? Obviously, the size of the build and the expensive mode has handicapped us somewhat. And I would love to be at normal pace again. But at the same time, it also feels incomplete if I just, I don't know, quote unquote, abandon this map. Or it would feel like I would abandon this map. I don't know. This is exactly why I want your opinion and I want your help. Are we going to keep struggling for another 100 episodes? Or are we not? And if we are not, if we are going to start a new map, what is our goal going to be? Now, I've honestly pondered this for the last few weeks already, but it seems that we have kind of reached a pinnacle of what we can do with this game. I honestly still enjoy playing it a lot. I really do. I enjoy playing it a whole lot. But there is not really any goal I can set that could outpace this goal of 21k science per minute, which we know the factory theoretically can do. But even if we get there, even if we get enough outposts and enough trains and everything is fine, and enough power, our UPS will have dipped down so low that it is unusable. Find it odd that the UPS FPS has dropped so much over the past few weeks when you've only been adding outposts and trains. Well, and a nuclear power plant, of course, and not just a few trains, but a lot of trains and a lot of tracks and lights. Remember that too. A lot of tracks and lights have been added as well. So yeah, I don't know. Can you kill all the bots excluding yours? And will that make it better? I don't know. I honestly do not know. Remove all mines and replace them with spawn boxes. Remove all nuclear and replace it with cheaty power. Like I said, I've already removed all the nuclear power at some point from my map and added a cheaty power in there, and it did not gain me a singular FPS UPS with regards to that. So that there's just all the other stuff on the map outperforms or out-eats UPS FPS for what the nuclear is doing. So I wonder if all belt buses for the outposts is costing UPS. Well, obviously. I mean, we have, what was it? I don't know. 500 million? Was it? I don't know. I keep forgetting how many belts we put down. I mean, it was a lot. I remember that. Belts. Wait, if I type belt, why am I not getting belts? That's weird. All time. Ah, thank you. 7 million. 7 million blue belts have been placed down. So, bite the bullet and just delete all mines and trains. Put spawn boxes at receiving stations so we can at least see the factory, the main factory working. That is going to be a lot of work, which I really don't mind doing, honestly. But I think I do not want to do so on a episode, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I don't think I want to bore people with that, if you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense whatsoever. Yeah. No streams, no videos, no streams, and 11k followers. I think this is a bot account. So, Lana Ray, if you are actually watching, type something in chat, please, or I will ban you in about, 30 seconds. Because if you are here, that would be amazing. Anyway, blah blah blah. That's not really base building. Exactly. It's not base building at all. So yeah, I've been really struggling with that in my head as to what I am supposed to do now. Not specifically on the map now, but just in general. As for a new map, can't think of anything that's not going to cripple the game. Yeah, exactly. That's the problem I have as well. The only other thing that I was thinking about was maybe we could start working with what are they called? What's the mod called? You can have a factory, an entire factory within a singular building on the map, which obviously would help FPS UPS by a lot. But I can't remember, Factorissimo or something like that. I think that's the one. 21k on non-expensive mode. I think that would be less UPS intensive. It would be a hell of a lot less UPS intensive. I mean, you can take what we've got here, not entirely, I realize that, but you can take what we've got here and divide it by 4. I know, not entirely. I understand that's not entirely true, but still, yeah, that would be a hell of a lot easier to build than on expensive mode. It is what it is. It is what it is. I think it would still demand a lot because it wouldn't be small by any means, but it wouldn't be as massive as what we've built right now. Yeah, Lana is not here. So, goodbye. Do not need bot accounts on my channel. Thank you very much. All right. I did suggest that several weeks ago, tongue-in-cheek, but would be enjoyable. You mean an actual 21k non-expensive version? I mean, I guess. I don't know on non-expensive how that would affect the amount of labs I could or should have. And therefore, again, how many rockets I need to send. Again, how everything would be, how big everything would be. But it would be, it kind of would be a nice comparison, wouldn't it? We could like take the map that we have now and make a screenshot of it, and then do a size comparison with the new map. I honestly wouldn't mind doing that on non-expensive. I would, however, start with biters off right from the start, just so that I don't have to deal with it and eventually turn them off anyway. Yeah, so that, and I would probably do an entirely different design, not so stretched out, not so big as it is now. Chat is playing up, can't see mod thing. Oh, really? Weird. It still says you're a moderator, for me at least, so I don't know. At least you still have the rights. But then again, Mr. Abscotty also got ads where he should not be getting ads. So, oh, Pope, you're still watching. Why didn't anyone say something? Jeez, you're still watching the start screen. Here we go. Sorry about that. Can't see the mod thing either, which is probably a good thing. All right, well, we can think about that. Yeah, I was trying to point at things. Jeez, and you couldn't even see. So yeah, we could do a size comparison to this. I can't zoom out any further, but we could do a screenshot of this, and then compare it to what we would be building. But I would definitely go a lot more centralized with trains bringing in. Actually, I would go a little bit more into the realm of what we had in the previous map, where we had a large section of smelting happening, and then all of those belts of copper and iron plates coming out, and just have that central smelting area of whatever 200 belts of each, and then going into sections where they are needed. Just so that the train issue is less of an issue. If that makes sense. Sorry. I thought I heard. No, I thought I heard someone in my house. That would be scary, because I live alone. Maybe I shouldn't say that online. Anyway. Can you see how much UPS is swallowed by trains? I should be able to. Let's have a look. Debug window. Detailed info. Is that the one? Oh, I don't have it on. There we go. Sprites, entities, blah, blah, blah. Well, I don't think that's the one. I don't think that's the one. Clock? Why would I show a clock? Time usage. Ah, there we go. There we go. That's the one. Let's have a look. Game, circuit. Is this? No, this is not in what uses the most time. So the total is 112. Out of which 100 is... okay, that doesn't count. Hold on. We've got 8, 1, 1, 6, 32 for entity updates. So that's quite a large bit. That's 1/3 of everything. Show clock puts the current wall clock on the top right next to the... Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, thank you. Map generator does nothing. Electricity, 22, so that also takes up a lot. Trains take up a hell of a lot. 40%. I'm going to say 37%. Whatever. It's 111, 110. So that's not entirely 40%. But yes, trains take up a butt ton of update time and therefore UPS, FPS. That's a lot. Oh, it's going down a little bit, but still. It was at 40 at one point, which is kind of ridiculous. I honestly don't know what these second and third numbers mean. I always look just at the, what's happening now. This is probably 1 minute and 10 minutes or something like that. I don't know. The averages, I don't know. I honestly don't know. But that would be my guess, seeing as how the other menus work as well. The production and power and stuff. So trains, yeah, about 30% for trains, which is a lot. About 30% for all entities, which I actually would expect because we've got a billion entities on the map. Does the trains 40% include LTN? I don't know. 5 lives on the bottom LTN manager script update. No. Well, that the logistics of the LTN system itself is about 8% indeed, but the trains being sent by the LTN system, obviously that. Oh, hold on. Oh, and of those 35% that we see here now, 25% is pathfinding for the trains, because there's a ridiculous amount of lights and tracks everywhere. So I understand. I understand why that is. So if we can reduce that, because the pathfinding for the trains, just the pathfinding for the trains is more than what the nuclear power is using. So I don't know. Also, I don't know if we can get any higher because, it's almost, we are at 7 UPS. So I don't know if we are reaching a, limit somewhere of what we can achieve number-wise here. Because I would expect, obviously, if I kill the nuclear power like I did, I would, and put in cheaty power, I would get back 21% of my speed. But that didn't happen. That did not happen. So in theory, if you replace the science inputs with infinity chests and delete the trains and run the base at at reasonable UPS FPS, just to see what? So in theory, you replace science inputs with infinity chests and delete the trains and run the base at a reasonable UPS FPS just to see what happens. Yes, we could do that, but is that interesting enough for an episode of Diablo's Laboratorium Emporium? Is that interesting enough for... Because that's a lot of work. Again, that is a lot of work. That is a lot of work. Do not underestimate how much work that really is. Because obviously what I would do is I would, well, delete all trains, yes. But I would just add, I wouldn't add them to the train stations. I would just go in a straight line here and just push out what we need. Obviously for fluids, it's a little bit different, but you have infinite fluid stuff. Sounds like a Sunday session, 4 hours in multiplayer, as more could join and as UPS increases. True, but would it be an interesting episode? Would it be interesting to watch, this is what I'm afraid of, right? Because it's very monotonous and not very exciting to watch. Yeah, I don't know. If you guys don't care, then I don't care, and I'd be happy to do it. Leaves the question, what are we going to do today? That is the question, of course. I don't think the nuclear power comes under electricity. I think that's probably adding up all the power consumption of everything on the map. Oh, that could be very possible, sir. That could be very possible. I honestly do not know. I don't see a separate... I mean, I would hope to have seen, electric network, and then, like with game updates, everything underneath, and trains having a separate subsection. I would love to have seen the electric network have a subsection for power generation, nuclear power generation, solar power generation, I don't know, everything else, and then consumption or whatever. I would love to have seen that breakdown, but as it is, then again, probably not ever going to be a problem unless you are at this scale, because the numbers would be too small to be important. I guess that's maybe a thing. With teleport, it shouldn't be as painful as it could be. That is true. I suspect nuclear power is under fluids. Really? Do you think that's under fluids? I mean, that's only at 2, though. I mean, and everyone has always been telling me that nuclear power is super UPS heavy. So I wouldn't expect it to be only like, what is it, 1.5? Someone said that the heat pipes are based off of fluid mechanics. Okay. Well, well, I have a heat manager here, so are you sure? I mean, I do have a separate heat manager, and the only thing that has heat, as far as I know, is fluids and the heat pipes. So I don't know. Also, heat manager could be part of it. Oh, yes. Not sure if that's true or not. I don't know yet. I don't know either. I do not know either. I mean, the spawn belt does nothing. The even distribution does nothing. The LTN manager has less than a point. I don't care about that. LTN being 6%, 5%, whatever. That's all fine, I suppose, especially in a large network like this. I'm surprised it's not higher. So I'm not entirely sorry or afraid of that. No, it's the trains that are our biggest problem right now. But I'm also a little bit afraid that if I kill the trains, and I do not go back to, let's say, 15 after I kill the trains. Because remember, if I turn all of this on, that's also going to increase the entity updates, right? So that's going to increase what we are doing as well. So maybe both electric and trains? I don't know. You know what? All right. Here's what we're going to do. I think I've made up my mind. We are going to spend today murdering trains. I have a save right before this. I have a save, so I'm not going to break anything. Well, I mean, I am going to break stuff, but not permanently, is what I'm saying. I'm going to kill all trains. Yeah. I'm going to kill all trains. Then I'm going to... which is going to take a while. And then without trains here, we'll see what the UPS FPS does. Murder, death, kill. Indeed. Indeed. We'll see what UPS FPS does without machines running. Because, well, if I murder all the trains, soon enough all the machines will stop working as well. But we can have a look if that's without running the machines, if we come to a somewhat reasonable FPS UPS. Alright, is that a deal? I think that's a deal. I think that's what we are going to do today. Okay. In order to do this the quickest way possible, I'm going to do it this way. Because otherwise we are going to be here for flippin' ever. So, the quickest way I can do this is get this, set this to, oh, there it is. Every train combination imaginable. Should I also kill all the lights? I don't know. Greetings? Greetings. Greetings. Who are we greeting? Am I missing something? Anyway. Yeah, hello. Hey, Mr. J101. Welcome to this non-episode, nothing stream. See what the train deletion does to UPS before deleting lights? Yes, of course. Haha, you said lights. Nope, they're officially lights now. Okay, so. How broken can I make this game if I just go like this? Alright, here we go. Let's see how long it takes for it to delete all the trains on this side. And remember, that's not all the trains we have. Oh no! Indeed. We are experimenting today. So, oh, that was actually really fast. What the hell? That was actually really fast. Okay, in that case, I want all of these trains gone as well. Alright, cool. It doesn't feel like it's getting faster, guys. It doesn't feel like it. Actually, nope. That's entirely dead now. Actually, trains have gone down from 30 to 6. Holy guacamole. Then why is not... Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna finish what we started, okay? I'm just gonna finish what we started. Can I not move? Ah, I can. It's just ever so slow. Jesus. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna kill this. I've already let go of the mouse and the keyboard. It's just not reacting just yet. Okay. So theoretically, if I now look at... I think something broke. If I now look at this, I should see 0 trains. No trains. Cool. It's still a bit confused because it says 580 trains here, but I bet the system doesn't really allow for instant train removal across the map. Indeed, we have to wait a little bit, Mr. J. But we now have no trains going whatsoever. Trains is absolutely down to 0. Our updates have gone down to 65, 66. So we are at half of what we were prior to removing all the trains. Click on the train Factorio. What? Click on the train Factorio train list. Oh, sorry, you mean this one. Yeah, it's completely empty. Trains 0. Still 1,735 stations. It's absolutely ridiculous. But anyway. Yeah. No trains whatsoever. Which is reflected in our train thingy right here. And our Pathfinder, which is exactly at 0. We've gained... Well, we were at somewhere between 7 and 8 last we checked. And now we are at 11. So, getting rid of 30% of our updates did next to nothing for our UPS FPS. Remove the signals? I don't think it's the signals, guys. I honestly think there's just too many entities on the map. But But sure, I can try. I'm always willing to try. You know that. You know that. Let's go. I would like to also remove this light, and you know what? Let's get rid of the entire LTN system. Do I have normal stations as well? 5 million belts with up to 6 entities per belt, up to 8 actually. That is a lot. Yes, that is a lot. That is indeed a lot. I'm not yet ready to remove, I think it's 6 per belt? No, I'm pretty sure it's 8. I'm actually positive that it's 8 at max per belt section. But we could check it. I'm not going to remove the tracks just now. So let's not do that. We're going to do this. And we're going to remove all the... Oh my god, it's not moving at all. We're going to remove all the lights. All the signals. Maybe I shouldn't do all of them. 22,000, 27,000, 31,000, 32,000. Alright, can't see how many thousands there are. Let's move it down a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Ah, lights. You said it again, Mr. Abiscotti. Ah. You broke me. Yay, I'm so happy. Alright, let's see how many we actually have, eh? Oh, please stop moving. I've already stopped touching the keyboard. Please stop moving. Okay, 34,000 lights and 7,000 chain lights. So, and 1,700 train stations. I blame CPU for all the lights. Yeah, me too. Here we go. I let go. I let go. We'll see how much time it takes. It actually is not that bad now that we have this new memory. Things happen a lot faster. It's actually really good. I heard the sound. This is why I thought it was done, but it's not actually done yet. I can still move my mouse. This is a good thing. We have no trains running, so no fear of removing signals for anything. I blame CPU for everything anyway. Okay. Come on. Please work with me here. I'm waiting on nothing. Whilst we wait, I might as well check if another bot is in our channel or not. Yeah, 4,000 followers for Saralna, but no videos whatsoever. And an account that's not that old. Alright, you know what? We'll give it a chance. Saralna, if you are in chat, give us a shout. Let us know you're here. So I don't have to ban you for the bot. I think you are. I hear radar sounds going still, so something's happening. Indeed. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Indeed. Yeah, I'm falling asleep too, Mr. J. Oh, there it goes. Oi. Good. Alright, well, we've got... Ooh, did you see that? 0.7. Okay. Well, that also counts as entities, apparently, because our entity count has gone down by a little bit, and we've gained a little bit of UPS FPS. Just one, but still. It seems that entities are a far greater factor in UPS FPS recovery than all the trains were. I mean, to be fair, everything combined is what makes it slow, but maybe check what the UPS is when you're not looking at everything. Fair enough, fair enough. I can do that. I mean, if I go to a normal zoom level, which would be something like this, okay, that gets us back to around 15, which is not that bad. I mean, if I go back from this, we have, and this, remember, these are my buildy pants, not my runny pants. This is somewhat doable, I suppose. If I put my other pants on, which are empty, which is unfortunate, but that's, compared to what we have had in the past, not terrible. Not terrible at all. You can remove the starter base if you're not planning on building anything else. I suppose I could. I mean, I suppose I could, but is that really going to help out? Because it's tiny compared to what else we've got. If you now wait for all the machines to stop working, will it improve UPS? Actually, Mr. J, that's a good question. I do not know. Long ago, let me turn this off. Long ago, I turned off research because I was doing a little bit of research, but yeah, this blue ran out all of the time. I need to do this, by the way, otherwise I can't see this. Blue was running out all of the time. Now, obviously, we're not. No, I just had a. Never mind. Obviously, we're not getting any more out. Because we're not putting any more in. And all the other colors, like yellow, like green, are already stuffed, so they're not going to be bothered by it. Removing tracks will reduce entity count as well. Yes, removing tracks will definitely reduce entity count. If you are wearing the pants, how can they be empty? Thank you, Mr. Abscotty, for this wonderful, wonderful addition to our otherwise very meaningful chat. Thank you. We needed that. Down to earth. You are right. Anyway, I believe, like I said, because everything's backed up all the way already, that everything has already stopped working. We can have, perchance, a look at this. So, yeah, rockets will still keep flying, but I'm guessing if we follow this all the way back, there it is, that we should not see. Okay, we do see a little bit of a. Let's look at power. Let's look at power. We are. Oh wow. Okay, never mind. There's a lot of things still actually doing. A lot of things still doing things. That makes sense because we're still using 96 gigawatts of power. So it will take a while for that to run down. Apparently. Now, I could remove the tracks, like Mr. Andrews said. It does... you know what? We're in experimental mode anyway. Sure. Why not? Let's try it out. But at some point, you'll have to... we'll have to be realistic and say, yeah, can we also remove all the factories? Then, yeah, it's going to be faster still. But is it then still a factory? Is it still what we want to have? 136,000 tracks just in this section alone. I love it. If nothing else, I could reduce it back down to 8,000 labs and just ingest the colors of the of the signs directly and do it that way. But I don't think that's in the spirit of what we are trying to achieve. Wow. Well, we are trying to remove 140,000 items, or rather entities. So it might just take a little while, eh? It might just take a little while. But yeah, all of this, however, does tell me the following. It is not very realistic to expect to remove a few things off the map to get a great gain. It is what it is. There is... Ow, my finger. It is just this big of a map, and there is just this many entities on it. So we are going to always, if we want to keep our, our belts and our factories as they are functioning, even if we do put in infinity chests at the start of each raw input, so all the factories can infinitely work, we are still left with how many entities? I don't know, a lot? I can't remember how many, but I think it was... No, I won't even guess, because I honestly don't know. But if we have, just for blue belts, 7 million blue belts, there's just... I believe, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I believe that items on the belt are also counted as entities, or not. Or did they change that? Well, I say recently, but last year, I think, or maybe even the year before. I mean, who knows with these COVID years. There was a change as to how they perceived items on a belt and how they counted them or updated them. I think it used to be that every item on a belt was an individual entity. Full belts are a lot more UPS efficient. Okay. Well, I understand why that is. Yes, because, okay, I understand. Theoretically, I understand why that is. So we had 137k tracks. Can we go down, please? Okay, let's just keep it as clean as possible. Okay, there we go. 137. So we have, let's call this 300,000 and 140,000. We had 440,000 tracks all over the place. It's absolutely ridiculous. Possibly a full belt is fewer entities. I think it works like fluid calculations now. To be honest, says Mr. Andrew, if you add infinity boxes at the drop-offs, we know it will work as each section has been checked that way on the test map, which is obviously 100% correct. 100% correct. So yes, we already would know that it would work that way. So the question remains, do we continue on this map just to see what we can achieve, which basically we've already achieved, or are we going to start something new? But because with that logic, Mr. Andrew, doing a Sunday playthrough where we take the time, the 4 hours, to change all the inputs to infinity boxes, just to get it running, seems wasteful somehow? I don't know. Send the maps to the devs and tell them they need to optimize further. Oh, they know about this map. They know about this map. I know that for a fact. And I'm also quite sure they think I'm insane. Because at least one of them has told me so quite directly. So I don't think they will be optimizing for this map. All right, so there's all the tracks gone. Oops, wrong button. And ooh, that's less than I expected. That's strange. Huh. it's almost like trains and Train Pathfinder and tracks are interconnected. Because we haven't won any UPS, FPS whatsoever. That's strange. I think you need to do the Sunday stream on this map, as that attracts the most viewers. That is possible, but unless I have something interesting to do, Mr. Andrew, having the most viewers for this channel, okay, it's a little bit of inside baseball, as they call this. If I have a lot of viewers coming to this channel to see this map, but I don't have anything to do on this map, then audience retention is going to be very low. And reoccurrence, or, you know, people coming back to this channel would also be extremely low. So I would rather do something where I'm actually building something and able to show something or explain something, you know, or design something, where we can all think about and play around with and work with the game as it is supposed to be played, rather than just having me hang around and talk for 2 hours or 4 hours on a map where we are not actually doing anything anymore. Because like I said, I mean, I could, obviously I could just do a Sunday session, build more outposts, add more trains. I am, after 7 years, 6 years, 7 years, I don't know, I can talk my ass off all day long, and I could do that on a Sunday and have it be a normal quote-unquote stream. But is it interesting enough? I don't know. We've been doing this for the past few weeks, and for all of those weeks I have been wondering, should I stop this map? Should I do something more interesting? Should I have a lot of turnover. Mr. Danny, hello. Good evening, all. I didn't seem to get a Twitch notification, and with that, and what with today being a bank holiday, I forgot all about the stream. Everyone did, sir. Everyone was shocked. I can't help that, but I welcome you anyway. I do not know why you are not getting a Twitch notification. You should be getting a Twitch notification. But then again, Twitch is apparently doing weird stuff today anyway. I got the shock of a Discord notice, and I thought it was an additional stream on a Friday. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so I get a lot of turnover. I get a lot of people. If I look at my stats for a regular, like, Sunday stream, I have about 200 to 400 people that tune in for some period of time. But the retention is very low. And especially the last few weeks, where I have been doing nothing basically but building trains and putting in outposts. To be clear, because we needed them, otherwise it would never have worked. So I love playing this game, so I don't mind doing that. But I also have to think, in the back of my head, is this interesting enough? If I get a raid of, I don't know, 30, 70 people, whatever, and they're all gone within 5 minutes because, there's nothing interesting happening at the moment. I mean, to be very honest, that also plays in my head, right? That also, I have to think about as maybe not, this is not my job. I don't have to think about anything. I can do whatever the bloody hell I want to. But let's face it, if I want to have a bigger audience with more interaction, because Mr. Andrews, you're saying this correctly. Wow, 400 and only 5 or 6 of us talk in chat. Exactly. So my thought process is, how can I make it more interesting for more people to talk, and therefore have more interaction and feel more connected to the channel or to me, or to chat even, so that they will either come back. I'm not even talking about subs, right? I'm not even talking about money of any sort, because honestly, I've got a very good job with a very well paid salary. So, you know, that's not the point. The point is, I would like to have people that come in either stay, or no, not either, both stay because it's interesting enough, but also come back at a later point or a different day because it is interesting enough. And then we can have more people chatting, we can have more interaction. It's going to be more fun for everyone. Does that mean I don't have to renew my subscription next month? Of course it does, Mr. Danny. No one has to have a subscription here. Otherwise, I would be I would do sub chat only, and or whatever all other nonsense exists on this platform to block everyone. I would never ever, and I have never asked for anything of that nature. People have asked me, which is why I have a Patreon, because people wanted to sponsor my channel, both my YouTube and this endeavor. But I would never and have never asked for it. So, yes, Mr. Danny, I relieve you of your duty, if you feel it is that. It's not unusual. You seldom get more than 5% of the viewers interact. Yeah, it's very low. That's true. Twitch notification be twitchy. Twitch notifications always be twitchy. No, we have to. It means you have to renew it twice. Yes, you have to buy it 15 times, so I can just do everyday streams, and I don't have to work anymore. I'm happy to donate a little bit of my money. You've provided enough entertainment while I've been watching. That is very much appreciated, sir. As always, it is very much appreciated. Truly, truly, truly. But that being said, removing all the tracks, getting back to where we were, removing all the tracks gained us nothing. Absolutely nothing. So removing, what did I say? 450,000 tracks or entities gained us 0.0 FPS UPS. So I'm afraid that we are a little bit stuck. It is just the amount of stuff we have on the map, not just, you know, factory-wise, but belt-wise and the entities on the belt, that make this map a nightmare. It is what it is. It is what it is, and you know what? We are going to have to live with it. We were at 110 updates. We are now at 60, so approximately half of what we were, and we have not gained, well, technically we've gained twice as much, because we were about 7, and now we are at 15. So, I mean, hold on, hold the phone, wait, stop. Did I not recently... Oh my god. Hold on. Somebody told me to kill the speed of the game, to test it out. Well, that didn't help. Is there a difference in UPS using underground belts over belts? Yes, there is. What on earth counts as a transport line in that? So I do not know. I'm guessing it's belts. I'm guessing transport lines means belts. because there's no other thing that corresponds to belts, right? So I'm guessing transport lines means belts. I will say it's only very low for the 7 million belts that we've built. The transport line's only taking up 4%, no less now, no more, 8%. 8% of our total. That's not bad. That's not bad. Unfortunately, yes, we've now gone to 1x speed, but we have not gained that many frames or updates per second, unfortunately. I think it used to be, but I don't know if that's still the case. Well, it's not like I can test it really easily, so I don't know. I feel like there is. When I look at entity usage on this map, the main culprits were inserters into pumps. I guess that could be true, but a factory is it's very hard to run a factory without either inserters or pumps. So, I have to go now, says Mr. Andrew. Margaritas are calling. Ooh. See you on Sunday with whatever we're doing. All right, sir. All right. Thank you for the input, though. It is very, very much appreciated. It really is. Right. So it's very likely this is going to be. Oh yeah, we were going to kick out Sorrel now. There we go. Because she has not reacted. Just kicking out some bots. Sorry about that. We're not doing much anyway today, so I might as well kick out some bots. Olivia. Okay. Well, that could be. I mean, I suppose that could be a real account. Alright, we'll leave it be for now. Anyway, what was I saying? You're Curicum. Cool. I'm glad I'm Curicum. Have a good cocktail indeed. So it's just the size of the factory slowing it down. Yes, it is the size of the factory slowing it down. And there's not much we can do about that, obviously, because if I remove the factory, then how do I put this? Then we don't have a map. Then we don't have anything. I mean, like I said before, I can direct ingest all the colors that we need right here for research, but then what's the point of the rest of the factory, right? So yeah, I don't want to do that. Apparently you are right. Transport lines are belts. Good. All right. If you turn on show transport lines, it's belts. Ah, okay. Okay. So if I go debug, search for transport lines. There we go. Ooh, gaps. How nice. Okay. Oh, and the little arrows. I wonder why why this arrow is orange and this arrow is yellow. Is that like the preferred side that will load? I mean, it makes sense. This one's blocked, basically, if this one spews out. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, there's a few of them. Does it show on this one as well? No. So if we go like this. I think I broke the game. I think I might have broken the game. Wait, why is this... Wait. Why is this turning blue? Why is this white and this blue? Does that work like trains do? Maybe it does. I don't know. It's very weird. Blue and white lines. I think I don't want to do this because I might have a... I might have a conniption if I look at that for too long. Sterling says, I've heard that lots of splitters can slow things down a bit and there are a lot of belt balancers on the map. That's true. But again, that is part and parcel for whatever we are going to be building. So I can't. I suppose I could do a lot of this without belts and have them be bot based, but at these distances, that's not very realistic. To be fair, show entity time usage was what I was looking at. What? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I had that. Oh, that's not what I had on. Does that show anything right now? It didn't show me anything, does it? Where's some entities at work? Well, I mean, these entities are always at work. So I don't know what entity time usage does. Oh, it's one of these. Sorry. It's one of these. Okay. These stupid buttons are in the way. Combinators. This is an arithmetic combinator. Assembly machines. Assembly machines. Well, there's not much is running right now. Boiler car. Decider combinators. Furnaces. Generators. Inserters go all over the place. Obviously, when they are working and when they are not. Labs don't do anything right now, but that's also because we're not researching right now. Logistical robots, nothing. Mining drills, nothing. Offshore pumps. Radars. Pumps actually are quite a lot as well. So I see what you're saying. Radar. Reactor, roboport, rocket silo, rockets. Cool. And these spider vehicles. Okay, so yeah, cool. The pumps and the inserters are. I don't see any belts in here, or am I just crazy? I don't see transport lines or anything like that. And there's a lot of them, so I would expect them to be here, but they are not. This is entity time usage. So belts are not entities? I also don't see pipes anywhere or fluid mentioned. So those are not counted as entities, I suppose? Interesting. Interesting. What's my GPU count? What does that give us? 61 frame cycle, rendering, lights, texture streaming, rendering. I can't see why it gets to 60. I mean, it's waiting for 38, whatever, so that's half of this. Then we got 20 here. So the rest should be 10 or something, I suppose. Oh, there's a 10 right there. Interesting. Interesting. Anyway. I need to kill all of that. There we go. Sorry about that. I can kill that as well. We can push that back into this, and we go out to here again. There's so much to see, so much to do. Did something say deleting Spidertron? Did someone say deleting Spidertron's got UPS back? Doesn't seem so from what the update time, but not sure if they show up elsewhere. No, not significantly, no. Me, I was looking at that and saw Spidertron took some UPS. Deleting it might give half a UPS back or something. Yeah, but like I said before, obviously deleting more and more stuff is gonna get us more and more FPS UPS, right? That makes absolute sense. Like zooming in like I'm doing now gets us more FPS UPS, obviously, because we have less to render. And removing more and more, deleting more and more from the map means there's less entities to update, means there's more room for UPS FPS. But that cannot be a solution. That cannot be a solution. Now, I was willing to go so far as to say, okay, well, if we kill all the trains and get to, like, I don't know, 20 UPS because we don't have 500, 700 trains running, and that's really the biggest gain that we can do easily, I was willing to say, okay, we'll do the map without trains, and I'll just oops, there's my plate I just ate. We'll do the map without trains and just ingest our stuff directly, and we'll have a somewhat workable frame rate as we do our final researches. But yeah, like I said, deleting more and more stuff makes it less and less our factory and more just a, you know, how do I put this? Like I said, if I wanted to do it, if I want to do this at 60 or higher, I might as well delete everything and just directly ingest 8 belts of stuff, of science colors into, is it 8? I think it's 8, yeah. 8 belts of science directly into 8,000 labs, and just do research that way. But that's not the point of the map, or the point of the game even. So I don't want to do that. Time is it now anyway? Oh, we've been going for an hour already. Jeez, a little over actually. I think I know what I want to do. I think I know what I want to do, and I just don't know how to. I have to think about. Sorry, half sentences are always nice to listen to. I apologize. All right, so what I want to do is I want to start a new map, because there's not much I can do on this map anymore other than add more trains, add more outposts, and see if we can get it to a state where it will have a functional, be fully functional, but it will run at 1 UPS, which is unwatchable and unplayable. So I do want to start a new map on Sunday. I will start a new map on Sunday. I want to have a conclusion to this map for the series, but I think I can't think of any good way to end it. So I might just forego that. Plus, I have a lot of other things to do creatively in my head as well, especially in the coming days. And I have to think about what is our goal going to be for the next map. What is our goal going to be for the next map? So the suggestion that we had was going for 21k science again, except this time not going for expensive mode. Duh. And my own idea about that would be start with biters turned off right away, so that we have no issue with that later, and we're going to turn them off later anyway. Plus, build a more centralized finale of this map is giving it to One Online to nuke. He's welcome to. 21k on a Ribbon World? I have never played a Ribbon World, so I would be very out of my depth. Now, that is not per se something bad. I'm just wondering, is that even possible? Is that even possible to do? And if so, Because I have no idea how a ribbon world works. Can I decide how wide the ribbon is? And are we going to force ourselves to be very stretched out again by playing on a ribbon world, and therefore being spread out so far again, having to place down a billion belts again, restrict ourselves in UPS FPS again? The more centralized I can work or build, so all the smelting happening in one area, all the green chips happening in one area, all that stuff. The more centralized I can work, the smaller I can keep the entity count, and the higher the UPS FPS will stay. I think if my potato of a PC could handle infinity chests dropping 8 belts of science into AK labs. Yeah, there's no... I don't know. It's just a case of trying lots of different tweaks at this point. Exactly. Give this map as a download so we can play around with it. Always, sir. Always. I would definitely do that. On my 5K map, I cranked up the ore setting where the patches everywhere... there were patches everywhere, which made it a lot easier, to be honest. Yeah, I can imagine that for sure. Not sure insane SPM targets would work on a ribbon world. Yeah, I have doubts about that as well, sir. I have doubts about that as well. You should be able to maintain a reasonable UPS even for 21k on normal mode. It is expensive mode that made this map so big. I agree. Every time someone uses the word expensive, one online logs in and nukes them. Yeah, he's the boogeyman. He's the boogeyman of expensive maps. And he comes round with nukes. Like I said, I made a save of this map just before we started ruining it. So I will upload the latest version of this to the Discord at the usual spot, and I will do that tonight, by the way. And what? And 1, 2, 3. And you can play around with it all you like, of course. My 5K map works at 90 UPS, but it's only about 5 kilometers tall and 4 kilometers wide. Yeah, that's a fraction of what this is. Not to, disparage anything you've built, but yeah, we're, 12 kilometers high and 15 kilometers wide. So there's a little bit more to this one. Yeah, let's do that. There's one more thing I'm playing around with in my head right now. Seeing as I will not be available next week, Thursday and Sunday, because I'm off on a company retreat. Okay, my thought process here is this. I will not be here next week, so is it smart to start a new map and then just not be there for a week? Or do I just wait, not do anything on Sunday, not do anything on Tuesday, or perhaps do something else? I don't know. And then start the map after I come back, so we can have a clean start and play for a few weeks uninterruptedly. Point is, 21k can still work well as long as it's not huge. Yeah, I think you're right, sir. I think you're right. And people say size isn't everything. Well, they're wrong, sir. They're wrong. They're absolutely wrong. Okay. I'm going to have to think about this. I might just be here anyway on Sunday, but I might just not do Factorio. Because I actually think making a little bit of a break and then having a clean start with a new map, with a new goal. Well, with technically the same goal. Gives me a chance to look at some more mods that I want to maybe use and try out. It also will give some more consistency once I do start the new map to the streaming schedule. How many EPS have you episodes have you backlogged for the YouTube algorithm gods? I think I have about 4 or 5 backlogged, so I'm good for a little bit. I can check that out actually. Let's have a look. So this tonight obviously is not one. Let me check something else out as well, by the way, lest I forget. I do not need to be here. I need to be not here. I need to be there. Alright, let's have a look. Is there anything I have not yet expelled? 22nd of May, 24th of May. I think I have not yet expelled a lot, actually. Let's have a look at my videos. It's a fair question indeed. So let's have a look. I have uploaded to YouTube up to 304, which is not live yet, but I've uploaded it to YouTube. So 304, we are now at 307. So there's 3 more episodes. So there's, 5 episodes in total that I still have in the can, as they say. So, I mean, I'll be good for a while. I can upload those, and then we can start a new thingamabob. Not play Factorio, says Mr. Abscotty. Instant unsub. I am so sorry. JK, I know. Maybe install some mods that change up the terrain a bit. If you have any good ones, let me know. Someone play on a map with a mod that turned the map into a maze. So parts of it was... What? Parts of it were permanent in the fog of war. What? Okay, that's weird. I'm not sure if I'm weird enough for that. Red Maze World. Okay, permanently into a fog of war. And are you able to blow up at least blow up the walls so you can like make room? Like that map that part of the map would never get exposed. Yeah, okay. It's actually not a bad thing to have, because any part of the map that is not exposed also does not get updated, and therefore it saves you UPS, FPS. You have to always walk around it. I mean, I can have a look at it. Send me something. Send me some ideas. Maze walls are impenetrable. Okay. I'm not saying I would do that. But like I said, Factorissimo is one I want to look at. There was another one that I can't remember now. I know that Space Factorio, or whatever it's called, is one that is very popular. Every time I've tried to watch it from someone else, I got bored really quickly and did not think it was very interesting to play. Here's an idea. Spend some time on the stream starting a new map with different mods installed. Space exploration? Well, there were 2. There was space exploration, I think we did, which didn't actually have space exploration. It was just a lot of research, one-time research things, and then it was done. It was very boring, but I think that was space exploration. I could be wrong. Could be wrong on that one. Spent sometime on the stream, starting new maps with different mods installed, just to see how they work. That could be a thing. That's space extension. Oh, that could... Okay. Space exploration has other planets. Yeah. Okay, then that's the one I meant, indeed. But I thought that was a little bit boring. I don't know. I did SpaceX, which was life that was... Oh, sorry. Which was like that. It was very grindy at the end. Yeah, I think maybe it was SpaceX that I meant as well. All right. All right. I'm going to have a think. I will probably come back to you on Sunday. But I have to have a think about that. Because I'm not entirely sure. Again, because I am running out of ideas. And I might just want to start the new map after all the breaks and stuff that are coming up next week. But I might just do something else. I don't know. I might just play CNC all day. Because that's fun too. However, for now I'm just going to end it. End it all. I'm going to end it all. Please do not call the police. I did not mean it. It was a joke. I'm going to thank you for being here. CNC, which one? The only one. 3, of course. What are you talking about? CNC 3, Kane's Wrath. What the hell? Actually, did we ever finish? I mean, we did finish the GDI campaign of the first CNC 3. So CNC 3, basically. But we never did the Nod campaign, I think. Did we? I don't know. Well, anyway, I'm not promising anything. It might be something completely different. And now for something completely different. Like I said, thank you for being here and thinking about this stuff with me. Very, very, very much appreciated as always. We'll see. We'll see if I come back on Sunday. And if so, with what? Yeah. Sorry. Thinking about a lot of things. I'm going to say thank you send Red Mew a link on Discord. Thank you, sir. I will have a look at that. I will definitely have a look at that. But, all that being said, I'll leave you with some Dire Straits again. The second best song they have, in my opinion.